So what we got here, guys, we have a 2000, I believe this is a 2000, what is this? 2013 Chevy Equinox. Is involved in a pretty bad damage. They had it towed in. They lost control. And so what we do here is we get the vehicle in, we get it all disassembled, and then once the insurance comes out, we can go over all the damage with them. And so on this particular vehicle, you can see that the radiator support is smashed up right there. Radiator support, that's actually a cooler right there. That's probably like a transmission cooler. That's actually a cold air intake cooler. Look at that. So this is the condenser right here. This one is the condenser. The back of it is going to be the radiator. But you can see how it smashed up all this frame rail right here. And so we got to make sure that we catch all that stuff. Damage that cooler right there. You see it? It's pretty good damage right here. We'll also look on the bottom to see if we see anything on the bottom. Check the tires. This tire's flat. But yeah, I think it's gonna need 2 new doors. It might need a frame rail. This is the frame rail right here. And so if you notice on this, the airbags didn't go out. See that? No airbags went out. And so look, the airbag sensors are gonna be located up here. These are airbag sensors. So if the impact was a little higher, it probably would have deployed the airbags on that. Luckily enough, like the airbags didn't go out. Everybody was safe on this. I want to say they lost control on the freeway. It was kind of wet, so they lost control. I think they smashed onto like a guardrail or something. But it's a pretty bad accident. It's a 2013. I don't think it's gonna be a total loss. The way that these vehicles become a total loss is if it's like 80% of the value of the vehicle. So if the damage is about 80%, 75, 80% of the value of the vehicle, then the insurance will consider making it a total loss. And that's when, you know, like for example on this, if the insurance would have said, hey, we're gonna go ahead and total the vehicle out. This is a 2013, so if they had just bought this vehicle maybe like about a year ago, or maybe even this year, they might be upside down on the balance. So they actually might owe more than what the car is worth, right? Or they might have got a higher interest rate that made them like upside down on the loan. So if this vehicle were to be a total loss, the customer might be upside down on the loan. And so that's why it's important to have the gap insurance, because you never really know what's going to happen. You never really know, you know, how bad the damage is going to be. And it could be, you know, for example, this damage, you know, could have cracked the transmission. It could have shifted. It could have, you know, damaged the frame pretty bad to where the insurance said, hey, you know what, we're going to go ahead and consider it a total loss. If there's a lot of electrical damage, that'll also too cause it to be a total loss. Because look, if this was all damaged right here, this box, this is the main fuse box right here. Let's see if I can open this. This is the main fuse box right here. I don't know if I can open it. Okay, there it is. Main fuse box right there. So like if this were to, I don't know if you can see that. So if this were to get damaged and they would have to replace that, they have to replace the whole harness of the vehicle. So the whole engine harness needs to be replaced. And if they have to replace that whole engine harness, there might be some electrical damage down the road. So it gets pretty crazy if you don't take it to the right repair shop and they don't know what they're talking about. They might just be, like for example, in this vehicle, if you know, obviously there's no electrical damage, there's no lights on, we scanned it, there's no codes on, so this vehicle will be safe to repair. We can replace the rail, the upper support looks like it's in good shape. Of course, the 2 new doors. But if this thing had some major structure damage, or if it had like a lot of electrical issues, we would recommend to the insurance company, hey, this vehicle is going to be a total loss. We don't even recommend fixing it. In fact, we wouldn't even want to fix it. Okay. And the reason being is because we're looking out for the best interest of the customer. You know, some shops will be like, you know what, I'm just gonna screw it, I'm just gonna do it. and make money. I don't care about the customer, but they don't think about the long-term effect of this. This is of the vehicle. So this is a 2003. Okay, if this vehicle is not fixed correctly, or if there's a lot of electrical issues, this vehicle is going to have problems for the rest of its life. All right, so that's why it's important to take it to the right place, to make sure they do the right inspections, make sure they have the right knowledge, make sure they know how to communicate with the insurance company, make sure they know how to get stuff that needs to be fixed, and they got your back, you know. So let us know if we can help with any claims. We got you taken care of.